Okay, so first of all, this is not the sweater I was wearing today. It's a similar one. But anyway, let's play pretend. Let's play pretend, okay? So today a lot of things happened. What the fuck is going on? You know what? I'm just gonna put my hair down. Because this is how I was wearing it today. So I literally just arrived home, well, and had dinner. And then I was about to go to, change and put on pajamas. But then I was like, you know what? I want to make a video. Haven't made a video in a while. There was a bunch of videos that I made, didn't post them, whatever. Today a lot of things happened, okay? First things first, today in my internship, okay, no, I'm gonna tell you the order of events that were important, okay? So today I saw my crush. Have a crush on a guy. If you've seen other videos in this channel, you know I have a crush on a guy. Anyway, don't see him often, but I saw him today. Okay, so he has a project going on right now, right? And so he was out and about, in college and in my school, kind of like promoting his thing, and he was around the place where I was, because I went back for my internship and I was going to go print something, and then I was going to go eat to the faculty next to mine because it has a nicer cafeteria than my faculty. And then I was going to go to class, I was going to meet a friend at that other cafeteria, but I was going to print first. And I saw this motherfucker like on my way to the printing like place, like the copy shop. He was there and he was talking to another guy. So I looked at him like to wave or to say hi or whatever. And why am I still wearing the watch? Anyway, it's not very feminine, but I like it. But anyway, so yeah, I looked at him and he didn't, he wasn't looking at me. He didn't see me. And then I walked past him and then I thought like, wait, I could have just said hi. Let's say his name is Taco, right? I was going to say, hi, Taco. Like, I could have said, Taco, you know what I mean? Like, I could have said that, but no, because I'm a idiot, right? And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go print something, and if he's still there, I'm going to say something. Okay, so I go print. I'm already shaking. I'm shaking because I'm so nervous. And then I print, and then I leave, and then the door of the place they were in, it was still open, and I was like, that's it. And so I looked a little bit quickly because I was like walking by, you know what I mean? I didn't want it to make it, I didn't want to make it like too obvious that I was looking that way, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, it's looking, whatever. I didn't see him. And that's it. And I walked past and I was like, I am the biggest idiot in the world. Oh my God, I didn't put on lip gloss. I hate the lighting here. Also, like, we changed the light bulb. And so it's probably part of the reason why it's so bad. But anyway, so I was so disappointed in myself, so disappointed in the situation. I was like, how is it possible that we were literally not this, but like, we were 1.5 meters away from each other, didn't fucking say hi. I was like, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I can't believe we can be such fucking morons. He didn't look around. I didn't say shit. What is wrong with you? Like, I don't know. I don't even know if he saw me. He probably did. Oh my God, I have a Duolingo notification. Like, shut up. I'll do it right now. Right after this fucking video. Like stop. Okay. So that was the thing, right? And then I was thinking about it in class. I was defeated. I was like, I'm going to die alone. I'm going to die alone at this point because, like, is he the right guy for me? I don't think so. I firmly believe that he's not. But I like him, and I don't know. Oh my God, I have to tell you a little story. So a few days ago, he was with a bunch of friends, and I was arriving, and I was going to gather with my friends for my master's degree or whatever, and he was with a bunch of guys, right? And they were carrying some furniture for some ungodly reason, because that's what men usually do. I don't fucking know in these fucking days, but I don't know. That's what was going on. I don't know why, but like, they were moving fucking furniture. They were carrying a fucking closet or something, or a shelf. I don't know. And I see him, and I wave at him. And because he's so, I don't know, like, he waits for a little bit to, like, maybe wave back or whatever. But, like, he saw me and I saw him. And I was like, okay, I take that as hello. All right. And then I was with my friends. And then because I have a crush on him, I looked again after a few moments. And I looked at him, and my vision is not really good. Even though I have these new glasses or whatever. I don't know if they adjusted them right or not. But the thing is, like, I think my eyes don't really focus like from afar because I'm so used to looking at things from near, you know what I mean? Because I'm studying and I'm either on my computer or on my phone, like reading something, like studying, whatever. So I never really left my house like for the past like 4 years since I started college. So like, that made me even more nearsighted than I already was. So that's a problem. Anyway, so what was I going to say? So because my vision is not that good, I looked at him. And then as my eyes were beginning to focus, I was like, wait, he's already looking at me. You know what I mean? Like, he was looking in my direction because he didn't move at all. I was like, he was already looking in my direction. Like, he was already looking at me while it's carrying that fucking thing. So I'm going to do a visual representation. I don't know how this is going to be. Okay, so if it's this way, no, it's that way. He was carrying the thing like that. And his head was literally in between his hands. And he was literally like that. Literally like that. And I was like, I don't know if that's a sign. I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign if it is a sign. But I take it as a sign. I was like, he was already looking at me, carrying that fucking thing. He probably wanted to seem like interesting, strong, attractive, masculine, whatever you want. Whatever you want. I was like, was I into that? No, I was I didn't give a fuck whether he was carrying something or just, I don't know, feeding a fucking toad. I don't give a fuck what he was doing, but he was looking at me. That's my thing. That's what I care about. So I was like, he did that. So that probably means something. Even if he doesn't like me, he probably wanted to impress me. And that's, you know what I mean? Like, you don't do that. Like, if I'm so fucking unattractive, if he didn't like me a single bit, he wouldn't have even looked at me. He wouldn't have even tried to impress me at all. So I was like, I've never burped here. Oh my God. On this channel. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I lost my point. So I was like, if I'm so fucking unattractive, if he didn't like me a single bit, he wouldn't have done that. If he didn't give a fuck about me, he wouldn't have done that. So I was like, okay, let's go. That's my sign. Next time I see that motherfucker, I'm gonna go up to him and talk to him. And say, hi, what's up, whatever, you know what I mean? And like, maybe, I don't know, seeing how it goes from there. Maybe ask him out, like, to continue the conversation later. I don't fucking know, you know what I mean? Something like that, you know? And I was convinced that I was gonna do that. That was almost 2 weeks ago. And I remember last night, I was like, oh my God, I really, really want to see him. Like, I'm not really religious, but I was like, oh my God, if there's somebody out there who can listen to me and, like, do what I say or listen to what I want, like, I want to see this guy. You know what I mean? Fast forward, I see him today. And I was like, oh, holy. Like, I didn't think I was going to see him because this week is, like, association week and he has an association. Okay, that's his project. I think I've mentioned it before, but anyway. So I thought he was going to be in another faculty because he was allegedly going to be in another faculty. So I was like, I'm not going to see him. I'm going to see him tomorrow, maybe another day. I don't know. And I saw him. I should have just said hi. Like, even if he was there talking to somebody else, like, if I walked almost next to them, I should have said, hi, Taco. Or, Taco. Like, that's fucking it. You know what I mean? I was like, imagine he's your friend. You know what I mean? Like, if he was my friend, I would have said something, right? I would have, hi. You know what I mean? I would have said his name, like, hey, Taco, you know what I mean? Like, why is it so fucking hard? Like, in my mind, I was like, no, I'm not gonna, like, say hi or whatever if he's talking to somebody else because it's gonna seem like I'm flirting or, like, I'm desperate to, like, get his attention. And then I was like, if he was my friend, I wouldn't think that. Do you know what I mean? And, like, we're not friends, but, like, we've talked before and we were classmates and shit, you know what I mean? And we follow each other on Instagram and stuff, like, also on fucking LinkedIn, but, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that weird. But in my mind, because I like him, I'm like, what's weird and what's not? So I was just defeated for the entire week. And then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Sometimes good things happen as well. You know what I mean? Like this morning. So in the master's degree, sometimes we have, because it's an accounting auditing master's degree. So sometimes we have like actual auditors. They're that lecture us. Let's say like topic 6. There's going to be this auditor from this firm and he's going to lecture you guys on fucking, I don't know, PPE. Or fucking, I don't know, cash and cash equivalents and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like he's going to show you all that shit. And, or whatever, or financial assets, or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? And so there was this auditor that came for a week, and he was explaining to us, like, all the fucking paperwork they have to do as an auditor, and everything that goes on, that kind of happens, and kind of, like, every fucking document that you need to have, and what it is for, and all that shit. And so for some ungodly reason, one day he asked us, like, where the fuck are you guys doing the internship? One of my friends was doing her internship at his firm, so he knew where she was working. And then the rest of the people were doing, 5 people in my class were doing their internship at PricewaterhouseCoopers. And in case you didn't know what it is. And I was doing it at another company. And I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you get in fucking Price? Well, I didn't get in fucking Price, okay? Because they were going to start in November. And I was like, November? Listen, classes, exams, internship? You want to kill me? No. No. They ended up starting in January. They started in January, and I was like, fuck, I wish I had known. I would have sent my CV to Price, but I was fooled. Anyway, but I'm really happy where I am. I'm really happy at the internship at the at the company that I am. It's a smaller company, but it's like within like the smaller companies, within like the companies that are not the big four companies, it's the biggest one, and everybody's really nice. Everybody's really, really nice. And sometimes I think like maybe they're really nice because I don't get paid. Like maybe that's part of the reason, but I don't know. I don't know, but everybody's really nice. I'm just really happy where I am, even if I don't get paid. But everything is really nice, and I'm not like too stressed like doing things or anything. So I'm happy with that. Why was I saying this? Oh yeah. So when I said where I was doing my internship, the guy was like, "Hey, say hi to this guy for me." And that guy had also lectured us another time, and he was actually the, you know, he's one of the shareholders, and he's also the CEO of the company. And he was like, say hi to, let's say, Ferdinand. Say hi to Ferdinand for me. And I was like, okay, yeah. And so today I told, let's call him Ferdinand. And I said, hey Ferdinand, and this other teacher, like, he told me to tell you hi, or he's, how do you say that? I don't fucking know, but like he says hi, and the guy was like, what the fuck? And Ferdinand was like, what the fuck? And I was like, well, he lectured us last week. Like, he gave us a few classes. And he was like, oh, yeah, for the master's degree. And I was like, where the fuck do you think I'm from? I'm from the master's degree. You know what I mean? Like, that's what, like, my internship is curricular. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's ETCs. Is that how you call it? ETCs? I don't know. But, like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's part of the master's degree. So I was like, yeah, the master's degree. And I was like, yeah, the master's degree. And he was like, oh, yeah, he's a nice guy. And how is it? And I was like, yeah, it was really good. And he was like, he's a nice guy. And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he was like, kind of like awkwardly, but like smiling. And then he left. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. Because I never thought that like somebody like him, somebody who's he's probably 40 something. Somebody who's 40 something, somebody who's, maybe it's a kind of smaller company, if that makes sense. But like, I mean, he's the CEO of a company. He's a shareholder. He's an auditor. Like, he's the guy who fucking signs. You know what I mean? Like, somebody with that sort of curriculum, somebody with that, I guess you could say, status. Like, so how can somebody like that be so, like, shy and cute? You know what I mean? Like, you would think that, especially with men, because they tend to have, like, really high, like, fragile egos, and you tend to think, like, oh, those men are probably, like, arrogant, or they think they're the shit, or they're, like, condescending, whatever. But, like, that guy was actually really nice. And I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. Like, I've only talked to him like a very few times, but like, I don't know, he's like really cute. And he's kind of awkward, but like in a good way. I remember, this is weird, but I remember when I was doing, I'm just all over the place. Like, I'm not, I haven't even finished telling my story, but anyway. So when I did the interview for that firm, yeah, for the internship, I don't know if he wanted to like shake just hands and that's it, but he kind of like leaned to like give a hug or whatever. And I was like, I don't know, like, I don't know, I think I was holding my purse, and then I gave him a hug with one hand, or maybe I gave him a hug with both of my arms, and he also did. I don't know, it was kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie, it was awkward, but it was not like awkward bad. It was like awkward good. I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of sweet, like, it was kind of nice. And I'm somebody who's like, you know what I mean? Like, very skeptical when it comes to men. Like, if people touch me, or especially if it's men, I'm usually very skeptical, like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, or like, what is the purpose? What is the whatever? You know what I mean? And if I think it was kind of cute, it's because it was kind of cute. You know what I mean? Like, when I think about it, I'm like, okay, that was awkward. But it was like awkward cute. I have no idea how the fuck to explain it. Like, I have no idea how the fuck to explain it. But it was kind of cute. Maybe he's a murderer. Maybe he's a pedophile. And who knows what his innermost desires or weird illnesses are. Who fucking knows? But the thing is, like, I thought he was really nice, and I was like, well, sometimes bad things happen and good things happen. You know what I mean? I didn't expect the interaction to be so cute with this fucking guy when I said, like, hey, this other guy says hi. You know what I mean? And I also didn't expect that the interaction with the guy I like was going to be so shitty. I mean, it was not even shitty. Just, there was no interactions. You know what I mean? Like, it was fucking frustrating. But I was like, you know what? You got to look at the silver lining. You know what I mean? Like, it was not that bad. And then when we okay, so we have like 4 hours and a half of class, right? And so like every hour and a half we have a little break. And so this time the professor, it was another professor, because we have like different professors for every subject, obviously. I'm just gonna get some water. And what else? Oh yeah, we had the first like break a little bit later than usually, but I was like, okay, whatever. And I was waiting for the second break because I was peeing my pants. I was literally peeing myself. Well, I'm actually wearing a skirt, but you can't see it. Anyway. And I was peeing myself so fucking hard. And then I was like, I have to go pee. Like, if this woman doesn't shut up, if she doesn't tell us that there's a break right now, like, I'm gonna fucking pee. And then my friend who sits next to me, the one that I ate at that other faculty with, she went to the fucking bathroom, and I was like, fuck. Now I'm gonna have to go after her, because what if professors usually don't tell you anything, but what if, like, this woman tells me something, like, I didn't know her, and I was like, well, I don't know, I don't want her to tell me anything, like, one by one. Like, I saw this meme the other day that was like, what do you think girls are gonna do if they go to the bathroom at the same time? You think they're gonna have sex? You know what I mean? Like, it's just insane. Like, listen, it could happen, and it probably has happened at some point in history. But let me tell you something. I'm straight, and I'm sure also my friend is straight. So there's no way in hell that would have happened. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for her, gonna go to the bathroom. Waited for her, she came back, and I was like, no, maybe I can hold it. And then I was like, no, I can't. Went to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, during the first break, I pretended I was going to the cafeteria to get some Nestea, and I actually bought it. Like, listen, I love Nestea. Like, I'm a hoe for this shit. And I was like, it's way more expensive, like, at the cafeteria than it is, like, at the supermarket, whatever. But I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'm just gonna stroll around, whatever. Gonna go buy this, and if I see my crush, that was the purpose. So I literally spent €2, a little bit more than $2, on this Nestea. The most expensive, just non-interaction with anyone I've ever had. But anyway, then when I went to the bathroom, when my friend came back, I was like, okay, there's going to be no second break, because there's less than an hour left until the class finishes, and it was the last class. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to walk around pretending I'm looking for something I lost, and I'm going to see if he's still there. Because he has been there at that hour, you know what I mean? It was like 7 something p.m., but I was like, well, I don't know, sometimes he's been there at that time, you know. And I don't know, there's like a place that they're hiring or that they are using for his association or whatever, because he created the association. And I was like, okay, let's walk around, you know what I mean? But it was fucking pouring. Like, it was not windy, like, that was the last thing I needed, but like, it was fucking, I didn't go, but like, I went to the bathroom, and I was like, it's fucking cold, I didn't bring my fucking jacket, it's raining cats and fucking dogs, like, it's like, I was willing to fucking do it. I was gonna look like a crazy person, but I was that, I don't want to say desperate, but I guess I was. This is so embarrassing for me. Like, this video is so embarrassing. Anyway, and what was I gonna say? But I was like, I can't do that, because, like, what if I go, pretend I'm looking for something, come back, and then it's like, what if the professor asked me, like, hey, you went to the fucking bathroom, why are you wet? Like, why are you soaking fucking wet? Like, why is your hair wet? Why are you fucking, like, what the fuck? Why did you have to go out? You know what I mean? You didn't have to go out. What the fuck did you do? And I didn't want to face that situation. Okay? I don't think that fucking guy was worth that moment. So I was like, fuck it. I didn't go. I just went to the bathroom, came back, and I was like, oh, damn. You know what I mean? Like, I was so disappointed. I was like, this is the worst thing ever. And I hope I see him tomorrow. I'm going to keep you guys updated on what happens. And, because I think I might. I hope I do. I'll tell you guys. And then my friend was feeling like shit after the class, because, like, okay, so this is the table. No, the table. And so I was picking up my stuff, whatever. My friend was not moving. She was like, her computer was here, and she was like this. She was like that, and I was like, what's going on? Did she fall asleep? Is she, like, tired as fuck? Does something hurt? Is she having a stroke? Is she having a fucking aneurysm? Like, what the fuck is going on? And so I touched her a little bit. I was like, I hope she's fucking sleeping and it's not something worse. And I was like, are you okay? And she was like, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And, like, she couldn't even talk. Like, apparently she just had, like, stomach pain or, like, intestine pain, whatever. But, like, I thought she had, what do you call it? Appendicitis, like, when your appendix, like, hurts and it's, like, inflamed, you have to get it removed. Like, I thought it was that. And my professor thought I was that, because I was like, listen, if she's having a stroke, first of all, I don't know the symptomology in women, because it hasn't been studied for women as much as it has been studied for men. So I was like, in a woman, I don't know what the fuck the symptomology of a stroke is. And I wouldn't even know what the fuck to do. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck, like, I don't know. So me and another friend, you know, we helped, like, pick up her stuff, whatever. Like, the professor was like, are you okay? Like, do you need something, whatever? Like, do you have somebody to, you know what I mean, to call or whatever? And she couldn't even fucking talk, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, I can accompany her, because, like, she and I live kind of nearby. And I was like, yeah, I can accompany her, like, in the bus and everything, you know what I mean? Because she could barely fucking move and talk and all that shit. And she was so, like, she was so in pain that she almost threw up. She almost fucking passed out. Like, it was crazy. And so at the end I was like, no, you know what? The bus, like, it's an urban bus, but like, it's gonna take half an hour for us to get there. And it goes like through so many places, and it's not, I was like, she's gonna throw up or she's gonna feel like fucking ass. So I was like, you know what? I called my mom. I was like, hey, can you pick us up? Imagine two fucking bitches studying a fucking master's degree. I don't have my fucking driver's license. I didn't even bring my car, even if I had my fucking license, because I go to work walking, and then I go from work to school by bus. And like all of my friends that also have I was gonna say master's degree, no, that have fucking driver's license, they do the same fucking thing. So I was like, well, I'm not the only one who didn't bring a fucking car. And so I was like, fuck. So I told my mom. I knew that she wouldn't mind, because my parents are, it's not okay if I say it, but I think they're the nicest people ever. So I was like, I think my mom is not gonna have a problem. What we didn't know though, I was like, it's gonna be easier for us and it's gonna be faster if my mom brings us home. But the thing is, there was a fucking match, a fucking soccer match. I completely forgot. Like, actually, one of my friends skipped the last class because she was going to go to the match, and I completely forgot. And so there was a traffic jam, big as the balls that I don't fucking have, and there was a fucking traffic jam, and my mom took the longest time to come, and my friend was so in pain, and like, my friend and I and the professor and then another classmate of ours, like, we were just waiting. And then there was another professor that came along, and then she was trying to help, like, find my mom's car to, to tell her, like, where we were and stuff like that, for her to park, like, nearby, whatever. And I was like, this is unbelievable. And I didn't want to call her again. Like, we are here, for you to pick us up there, because, like, she was probably driving and stuff like that. And it was kind of dangerous, you know what I mean? So I was like, fuck, like, what do we do? And we were just there waiting for the longest time. My mom finally arrived. It was just my friend and I. Everybody got tired of waiting. And we helped her, like, get in the car and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just this really, weakening pain or debilitating. I don't fucking know what you call it, but yeah, like, it just made her really weak and stuff. And I accompanied her home to her portal. She didn't want me to accompany her to, like, go upstairs and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, just let me just accompany you. And she was like, no, I'm gonna call my mom to, like, to come get me. And I was like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I could have just gone with you, but whatever you want, you know what I mean? Like, she was too stubborn. And I was like, fuck it, okay, whatever. And then I asked her, like, are you okay, whatever. And, like, she texted me. I was like, you text me when you're there. And she was like, yeah. And then she texted me, and I was like, I hope you're okay, whatever. Like, if you don't come tomorrow, like, I hope you feel better. But if you don't come tomorrow, like, I'll just give you the lecture notes, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, in the end, everything turned out all right. And even though my friend was feeling like shit, I don't want to be selfish or whatever, but I feel like it was a very wholesome moment. I feel like this is one of the moments where, because I literally met her in this fucking master's degree. Like, I didn't know her beforehand, and I know she's a really good girl. Like, you can just see it. And I was happy that this happened, in the sense that I know what you're thinking. But, like, I was happy that this happened because I feel like this kind of put us a little bit closer together, you know what I mean? Because, like, we were friends, but, like, like, classmates friends, you know what I mean? We hadn't really hung out outside of going to class together, And I feel like this moment kind of, I don't know, I feel like it was kind of wholesome, you know what I mean? Like, I remember, because I was telling her, like, hey, hold me, you know what I mean? Like she was holding my arm like that, you know what I mean? And then there was a moment where she was like, thank you so much, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're so nice, whatever. And for waiting and all that shit for her. And then there was also a moment where I was like, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. So we were, like, very, like, almost like cuddling there. And it was a really wholesome moment. I don't know if it's because I've been really sensitive, like, this past, like, few weeks, but maybe it's because I've been away, like, for the entire time. And I'm usually not away from my house. Like, I'm usually not out of my house, not away from my house, but, like, out of my house for, like, longer than, I don't know, going to school and that's it. But now I have an internship and now I have school and stuff like that. So actually my house is, like, the place where I spend the least time at right now. And like, so many things happen that it just makes me emotional. I mean, so many things fucking happen. Like, that wholesome moment with, I guess you could call him my boss. I don't know. I feel like an outsider in my fucking internship. But yeah, my fucking boss. And then this failed fucking moment with the guy I like. And then this wholesome moment. But it was kind of sad because, like, my friend was feeling like shit. You know what I mean? So, like, it's all of these things that happened. And I was like, oh my God, I want to cry. Like, my friend is so nice. You know what I mean? And I was the one that was helping her. But I was like, fuck. Like this girlie is nice. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? All of these things happened today. That's why I wanted to make a video, because I feel like, I don't know, it's unbelievable how many things can happen in a day. You know what I mean? Like, I used to not leave my house often, ever in my life. And I get this happen to me like very few times. It was alright, except for the part when my friend was feeling like shit. But I don't know, it's just weird to me. Do you know what I mean? And in the end everything was alright, like nothing crazy happened, like nobody died. But you know, you have ups and downs, you know what I mean? Like good moments, bad moments, good, better, worse moments, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I was like, I'm glad that that happened because I forgot about my crush, you know, because I was like devastated by that. And then I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that something completely different was going to happen today, especially at 7 something p.m. Like we were almost like out of the fucking school. Like, you know what I mean? Like we were almost done. And this is also my last week of school. Like today was Monday. Like on Friday, it's my last fucking day. And well, then I have 2 finals and then it's over. And then I'm going to continue with my internship and then let's see what happens if I get another job, if I end up like doing a PhD, whatever. I don't know, there's so many fucking options. Like, I don't know. It's yeah. I don't know. A lot of things are happening and a lot of things are going to continue to happen, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm so emotional, because I feel like this is it's an era that is sort of starting because I'm like starting an internship and I'm also like going to class while it's like being in the internship, but also at the same time it's like okay, classes are going to be over. I don't think I'm going to miss it. Well, maybe I'm going to miss it, but like maybe the concept, like being in class is just fucking hectic. Like I hate it. It's so fucking boring. I hate it. Like it's awful. But the fact that I'm never gonna live it again, like I was the first person that was like completely bored and completely like wanted to not even be in school because I felt like my career and what I want to do has nothing to do with like the shit that we're regurgitated onto in class, like, or the shit that we're fucking bombarded with in class is like completely useless. Like I'm the first person that fucking says that. But like at the same time I was like, I don't know, like the fact that it's a moment, it's an era, it's a period of my life that is ending. I think that's kind of scary because it's like, okay, now it's like another part of my life that is starting, you know what I mean? Like that means you're getting older, that means, you know what I mean? I take control over what happens in my life, and this is one of those moments where I'm like, fuck, like now it really depends on me. It's not just going to school because it is what you have to do, whatever. No, now you have to, be good at your job, and if you are not good at your job, you might get fired, then you have to try to get another job, and like now my life depends on me. And if I want to make my dreams come true, that obviously also depends on me. And I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to start, but I'm doing it. So it's a continuous, okay, what's going to happen? This is hard. This is easy. What do I do? Yeah. But I'm glad today was a good day, I would say. Even though my friend was feeling like shit. I hate saying that today was a good day because it really wasn't, at least for her. But what I'm saying is that like I had a wholesome moment with my friend. I like that conversation that I had with my boss. Like I didn't expect somebody to be like that. That was interesting. And even though I didn't interact with my crush, which is what I've been wanting to happen for the past 2 weeks, because I was almost forgetting about him. I mean, exam season happened. You know what I mean? Like I had a lot of things to do. Like I had to study. I had to, I started my internship. I was hanging out with my friends, and then I started the internship, and then going to class, whatever. And then this guy comes along, and I'm like, fuck, like maybe I have a chance with him. You know what I mean? Like if he was looking at me, like maybe that means something. And so I was delusional for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, and now I'm like, you know what I mean? Like now I'm like, okay, maybe I should try something. Like maybe I should tell him something. Like, hey, like, do you want to hang out? Maybe we can keep talking about your association one of these days. Like I don't fucking know. Do you know what I mean? And I'm excited about it, but I'm also like scared, and also I fucked it up today, so I don't know how that's gonna turn out. I'll update you guys tomorrow if I see him, whatever, or if I can film. I mean, I haven't filmed in the past few days, which also makes me really sad because I'm like, fuck, because they say that do it, like tired, do it even if you don't want to do it even if you're tired, do it even if you don't feel like it, do it even if you're whatever. But like it's so like I get so freaking exhausted because like I'm doing an internship and then I'm going to class, whatever, and like you know what I mean, I just don't want to think anymore, you know what I mean, when I get home. And I don't think I should film a video when I get home because I'm so tired and I'm so drained and I'm so like sleepy. Like I don't want to be looking like a fucking zombie in my videos because it's not like, okay, write a little fucking essay or do something. Nobody's gonna see what I look like or what I sound like if I'm writing a fucking essay. But if I'm making a video, like you can see me if I look tired, if I look like like I'm stressed, or if I look sad, or if I look whatever, like you can see it, And that's why I didn't film, even though these days I've been looking like I've been looking amazing. This is the best I've ever looked. You know what I mean? Now you can't see it because it rained and shit, but like, and my hair frizzes up. But I straightened my hair today. I was looking amazing. I straighten my hair every day now. Now I'm wearing fucking, you know, business casual or just business like kind of clothes because I'm doing an internship. You know what I mean? Like this is, I mean, I was already dressing like this kind of. It's just that right now we can't wear jeans and we can't wear sneakers to work. So I'm dressing like with skirts and like boots. Like that's the vibe. Like I feel like the universe is telling me to wear skirts more often, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But anyway, so moral of the story, yeah, I'm scratching. When I get tired, I just scratch every part of my body. Anyway, so yeah, today was a nice day. A lot of ups and downs. A lot of things happened. This is the beginning of another era, which is also really fucking scary. And there's so many things that I'm doing. There's so much fucking paperwork that I'm doing because I ended up applying to that PhD thing if I get it. And yeah, there's a lot of things that are happening. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on that. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated with my crush if something happens. I don't know, I get the feeling that it might work, like if I'm confident, but I have to show confidence around him and stop being a nervous fucking wreck, you know? So, yeah. I'm a bad bitch. I should act like a bad bitch. You know what I mean? I should stop being fucking scared like it's just a fucking guy. Actually, in life, right now, as of right now, I'm doing better than him. I'm doing better than him. Like, at least academically, I'm doing better. Maybe one day he's gonna be doing better than me. Okay, great. Maybe he looks better than me. Like, he mocks me so hard. He has a beautiful face card. Like, that's the main reason why I like him. Also, the fact that we have some shit in common. But, like, the thing is, like, maybe he's gonna do better than me one day. But right now, I'm doing better than him. Like, why should I be fucking scared to talk to fucking... To him? I can't even talk anymore. Well, anyway, so I don't know what the conclusion of this was. But, yeah. Wanted to keep you guys updated because I thought this was a really like interesting day, so I wanted to document it. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you learned something from this or this helped you out with something. And thank you so much for watching until the end because I made a 32-minute video. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.